Right, so Disney Speedstorm. The Pirates of the Caribbean season is here. I keep losing track of which season it actually is. I believe it's season 9. Gonna get the usual stuff out of the way for the first impressions. They still haven't changed the Golden Pass. It's still just as bad as before. It's still as bad as it always has been, and I don't think it will change. I can keep going over what I will do, what I would personally do to change it. At least you can get shards for Davy Jones from these these capsule thingies, but they're few and far between on the actual pass itself, and the drop rates are so low that it's negligible. Free-to-play players just aren't getting Davy Jones until he's purchasable. Through the shop here. That being said, Joy is now purchasable through the shop. So if you want Joy shards and you weren't able to get her through the Golden Pass, you can get her through that. She's now in the box as well. Drop rates are as low as to be expected, if not even lower, because the roster is always getting bigger. So it's even harder to depend on getting the character that you want from free boxes, from the Universal box. It's just harder to make sure you get the character that you want.
Leave this in my command.
Also, I realised that I forgot to rank when I did the tier list for... I did the tier list video, which is my previous video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But I forgot to rank or put any of the Little Mermaid characters in the tier list. So, quickly adjusting for that, and lucky for me, Ariel has been nerfed, so where she would have been S tier, second best character in the game at that point, she is now probably A tier or high B. King Triton's B tier, Eric is A tier, but I'd say he's middle of the road A tier, and Ursula is B tier as well, Ariel is meta, Prince Eric meta, and King Triton and Ursula are both useful, I would say. That being said, let's go into special events, 70s Cup.
You shall find none more determined. Where did you get this?
Will Turner, I'm finding okay. Like, he's, for a speedster, his top speed is alright. His acceleration is pretty good. He's very middle of the road, stats wise. I haven't been able to test out his ability yet, so I've only just got him to level 20. But we're gonna give him a go, anyways. Also, the new track. I'm getting two birds with one stone here. The new track, insane. It's great. It's not really a new track. It's just an expansion on the Pirates track. Oh well, that's a rough skill. Just giving him a shield. What would charge one do? Okay, it doesn't stay up very long at low levels. Let's see if we can get it again. To see what happens. But so far, Will's skills don't seem that interesting, especially compared to other characters where we have like our first passive skill in the game with Barbosa. And Davy Jones seems just insane. Like he has his ability is just being able to summon the Kraken just anywhere on any track, which is exactly what I wanted it to be, and it's just a shame that he's locked behind a paywall at the moment. Hopefully not for long. But when more people get the ability to play as Davy Jones, he's gonna be everywhere, I reckon. Because he definitely seems like the most interest. He definitely seems like the best character of this season, with Hector Barbosa being the most interesting. With him having a passive, and his skills seem really good. Actually, his skills seem really good. Let's get up my volume a bit. Let's top 80%. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the
course has been set.
Another thing, the only character this season that doesn't have a voice actress is Tiadama. Everyone else is voiced, which is a great step in the right direction as opposed to the previous two seasons where it's been majority doesn't get a voice. I don't know if that's only because it's a 4-character season that most of the characters have gotten voices, but it's good to see, and both mid-season characters will be voiced as well, which of course they will be. It's Cruella de Vil and Maleficent, so of course they're gonna get voices. It is weird that they've made Davy Jones Defender and not Brawler, and Hector Barbosa is the Brawler. I mean, to be fair, the two were pretty interchangeable anyway. But yeah. There we go, just bringing up tentacles. Tentacles left, right and centre. Loves a bit of hentai, does our Davy Jones. yeah, he's great. Davy Jones is set for easy A tier, if not easy S tier. I'm not gonna do Tia Dalma because she seems pretty middle of the road. Like, she seems very average. Well, in terms of characters.
You have heard of me, haven't
Everyone stay loose out there.
Anyone here believe in ghost stories?
Yeah, I think Barbosa as well has a pretty good shot of being pretty high up there in the tier list as well. As you see, he's getting immunity. That's his passive skill. He's getting immunity pretty much randomly. But when he's immune, his top speed will actually be lowered. So it's a nice trade-off.
It'd be too late to alter course now. Three cheers for the winner. It's the day worth paying.
As far as I'm aware, the curse or the passive is pretty random. Like I think it gets switched on and off.
Gentlemen, take over.
Whenever you hit someone, or whenever someone gets hit by your unique skill. And it is interesting. It's really cool that we're getting characters now that are starting to feel even more different. Because I think that's a cool way to differentiate characters even more by giving them passive skills. Because there's only so many types of ultimate skills or unique skills that you can give each character before they start bleeding into one another, or before they start feeling pretty similar. You start giving characters passive skills, and hopefully this is something that they give characters. Hopefully this is something that they give characters that already exist in the game, like in future patches we start seeing characters like Sully, characters like Mike, characters that are already in the game getting passive skills as well. Because I feel like that's a way that you could bump up some characters that are struggling. Like I know we had like some stat adjustments to some characters with the most recent patch. But I think giving characters, already existing characters, passive skills as well, in a similar vein to what they've done with Barbosa, could also help out some characters that are in need of help, and it could also help balance out characters that are at the top. Like if you give, say, Hans a passive that works kind of like Barbosa's, where it does lower your top speed for a certain random interval of the race, and that could balance him to put him on a more even playing field with every other character in the game. If you give someone like Buzz a passive as well that kind of just balances him out with the rest of the roster, I feel like that's a way that you can have it where the S tier isn't crowded with all of these big heavy characters, these big heavy clunky characters. So I feel like this, in terms of the characters being introduced this season, it's the most interesting the game has felt for me personally for a while, because it's actually bringing in new gameplay stuff. And it's not huge, like it's not going to completely change the way the game is being played, but it's making me think more, and it's making me want stuff and have more ideas in the game, and being like, this could really fundamentally change the roster. It could change characters pre-existing. It could change what we expect from characters going forward. Like, is this a thing that we're going to only see from premium characters? That premium characters are the ones that get these passive skills that are going to be really, like, shiny and going to feel really... Like, for a character to feel premium, they have to have that extra bit of sauce that the rest of the roster don't have? Or is this something that we're going to see be more useful going forward? And are passives going to be a thing that are going to be upgradable, like the unique skills? Are these a thing that will upgrade with levels, or is these a thing that we need more different upgrade materials for later down the line? Because to be honest, I miss the different types of upgrade materials, and I miss upgrading characters feeling like you're actually progressing and feeling like a real grind. Like, I miss focus farming one character and having all of those, and having, like, the materials be for that specific character. Because with these upgrade coins, or upgrade tokens, they're going way too quickly. So when you need them for, say, Will Turner through the season tour, you're not going to have them, or they're going to go way too quickly, and you're only going to be able to do, like, what, 2 or 3 level ups at a time. Like, when the rollover did happen, and the conversion happened, yeah, it was great. I got 3 level 50s out of it, but I probably shouldn't have done that, because now I'm at a point where I'm doing, like, what, 1 level up a day, if that, and, like, it's a massive grind to even get 1 level at those later levels. You need 10k from level 49 to 50. That's mad. And then when you bring in the games like this, usually have a level cap increase. Is there going to be an adjustment to drop rates to cater towards that, or are we going to see the upgrade tokens become even more sparse and become even more valuable because of that? But this is me thinking about a maybe. I don't know. It's just interesting because there hasn't been something really cool to talk about with the game before now. I think this introduction of passive skills makes the game more interesting than it was previously in prior seasons, because there wasn't a thing to talk about. What's going to differentiate and make this character cooler than the rest of the characters being dropped, or what's going to make this character feel even more special? like when we're looking at previous seasons and we're worried about, oh, which character is even going to get a voice? What character is going to have a good unique skill? What character is going to be more defensive? What character is going to be more offensive? Now we're looking at what character is going to have passive skills as well. It's just interesting. It's just fun to kind of speculate, and it's fun to think of what characters in the roster at the moment need a little bit extra sauce, and is that extra sauce going to come from a stat adjustment, or is it going to come from an extra passive skill? I know this hasn't been talking about the overall season as a whole, because I can't really give first impressions on that. My first impressions are that the track I really like. There's a new RB track apparently. I haven't tested that out yet. I don't really care enough to go out of my way and test the new RB track. But you know, as far as everything's concerned, I'm more excited about the direction this game is going now than I have been previously. They need to sort out the Golden Pass, and I don't want to say it's an easy enough fix, but there is a fix there glaring them in the face that other games do. So it's not just me saying I want this because I don't want to have to pay money to get Davy Jones, who is my most excited for character this season. It's not that I'm saying that because I personally just don't want to spend money. It's that other games do this, and it gives a bit more goodwill towards the free-to-play players, because they won't be then stuck when it comes to there being a node in the season tour that's going to need Davy Jones, or they're going to be or is there going to be a node that needs Barbosa, or they're going to need those characters for events going forward as well. It's just that kind of still rubs me the wrong way, and I can't be overtly too positive until there is a change to Golden Pass made that just makes it a bit more fair for free-to-play players. They go back to the old way of doing it and having the premium currency be what buys the Golden Pass, because that means that's going to incentivize more people playing multiplayer, or more people doing ranked, more people playing people playing team mode, which is your really cool game mode that, you know, if the premium currency isn't for the Golden Pass, then it's for cosmetics, and most of the cosmetics are just things people can skip. Or it's for, you know, when shards become available. Oh, it just doesn't want me talking. For when shards become available in the shop. I just feel like that's I feel like that's still scummy for me. Oh, it's giving me stuff. Now it's giving me seasonal stuff. Coins exchange. None. I get none. I just got told I got... What? I don't know what this game is doing anymore. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I didn't mean to go on for 25 minutes. I feel like 10 of those were just me talking about passive skills and just excitement over passive skills. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Head on over to my Twitch as well. We're currently doing a fundraiser for Mind, so if you can check out the streams as well, that'd be massively appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.